I call Stuart Smith.
Finish. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd hate to see the House fall into silence on such an important bill. Well, a Statutes Amendment Bill, Mr. Speaker, as we've heard, is quite non-controversial, and I really would probably explain the rambles that we've been hearing, particularly from the other side of the House. And I thought really that we should talk about what is important in this. And I think the Commodity Levies Act 1990 amendment is actually fantastic. It gets the law right into line that it lasts for 6 years from the date it comes into force rather than the date that it was issued, which I think is really very important. And the commodity levies go up for election every 6 years. It's very important to those industries, but it's that they have those levies, but it's also important that they have industry support. Also, Mr. Speaker, the Fisheries Act 1996 provides for a notice to temporarily close a fishing area. And the fishing area or restrict fishing methods so that they can be automatically revoked in 2 years after coming into force. I think that's really important, Mr. Speaker, because fishing areas are coming increasingly under pressure because of overfishing quite often by recreational fishers who, while they're only taking a small amount each, because they are fishing constantly, new technology, Mr. Speaker, with fish finders that can virtually home in on the area where the fish are, so fishermen no longer leaving it to chance, they're actually finding that area very quickly. So it's important that the Minister have the opportunity to close fisheries should he or she need to. And I think it's also important that fishing methods also are covered in that because, for example, in the Marlborough Sounds at the moment, we do have a complete ban on scallop fishing, and particularly the damage that dredges appear to be doing to the bottom of the sea bottom. And so that may well have effects on other fish species spawning in the little seagrasses that grow on the bottom because you're effectively ploughing the bottom of the sea. Then those little fish don't have the area to live in and habitate there, and that really could have major impact all the way through that food chain. So it's really important that the Minister have an opportunity to manage that as needed. So, Mr. Speaker, I'll just finish on the Land Transport Act 1998, which removes the retention of logbooks for 12 months. And that's really important from an administrative process. So, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to just reiterate that I'm quite honoured to be able to bring some good sense back to this debate and stop all the ramble that was coming from the other side, and I commend the bill to the House. Thank you.